You walk into a Walmart, grab a few things, pay, and leave without thinking twice. It feels ordinary. Just another store, another purchase, another day. But what if I told you that behind that simple transaction lies one of the most powerful and quietly dominant family empires in human history? A family so wealthy that their fortune rivals entire nations. A family that rarely seeks attention, rarely makes headlines, yet continues to grow richer every single day. This is the story of the Walton family and how they built a financial empire that the world unknowingly fuels. It all began with a man named Sam Walton. Unlike the image you might have of a billionaire founder, Sam wasn't born into extreme wealth or elite circles. He was driven, observant, and obsessed with one simple idea: sell products cheaper than anyone else. Not slightly cheaper, dramatically cheaper. While most business owners were focused on maximizing profit per item, Sam focused on something radically different: volume. He believed that if you sold enough items, even with smaller margins, you could build something much bigger than anyone imagined. In 1962, Sam Walton opened the first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas. At the time, it didn't look revolutionary. It was just another discount store. But behind the scenes, Sam was experimenting with strategies that would later reshape global retail. He negotiated aggressively with suppliers, cut unnecessary costs, and passed those savings directly to customers. His goal was simple but powerful: become the cheapest option always. This strategy started working almost immediately. Customers noticed the lower prices and kept coming back. More customers meant more sales, and more sales meant more leverage. With that leverage, Walmart could negotiate even better deals, which led to even lower prices. It became a cycle, a powerful loop that kept accelerating. As Walmart expanded across small towns in America, something interesting happened. Competitors couldn't keep up. Local stores, regional chains, even larger retailers struggled to match Walmart's pricing model. Many tried. Most failed, and as they disappeared, Walmart took their place. But the real genius of the Walton family wasn't just pricing. It was logistics. Walmart invested heavily in distribution systems, warehouses, and supply chain efficiency. Long before it became standard in retail, they understood that controlling how products moved was just as important as selling them. By optimizing every step, from supplier to shelf, they reduced costs even further, reinforcing their dominance. By the time Walmart entered major cities, it was already unstoppable. The company wasn't just growing, it was scaling at a level few businesses in history ever achieved. Thousands of stores, millions of daily customers, billions in revenue flowing in constantly, and through it all, the Walton family remained in control. Unlike many wealthy families that diversify or step away, the Waltons held tightly to their ownership. This decision turned out to be one of the most important factors in their rise, because as Walmart grew into a global giant, their shares became exponentially more valuable. Today, Walmart is one of the largest companies in the world. Its revenue reaches hundreds of billions of dollars annually. It operates in multiple countries, employs millions of people, and serves an enormous portion of the global population. And every single day, money flows through this system at an almost unimaginable scale. Now think about this for a second. Every time someone buys groceries, electronics, clothes, or household items at Walmart, a fraction of that money contributes to the company's profits. and a significant portion of those profits ultimately benefits the Walton family. Millions of transactions per day, every day, year after year. That's how real empires are built. Not through sudden explosions of wealth, but through consistent, massive-scale systems that operate continuously. What makes the Walton family even more fascinating is their approach to visibility. Unlike celebrities or high-profile billionaires, they don't dominate headlines. They don't constantly showcase luxury lifestyles. They don't rely on public attention to maintain influence. They operate quietly, strategically, almost invisibly. And that silence is part of their power. Because while the world focuses on flashy entrepreneurs, tech billionaires, and viral success stories, the Waltons continue to accumulate wealth at a scale that is difficult to fully comprehend. Their fortune isn't just large, it's sustained. It's deeply rooted in one of the most reliable and essential industries, retail. People will always need to buy things, food, clothing, everyday essentials, and Walmart positioned itself as the go-to place for millions of those purchases. That's the real secret behind the Walton Empire. It's not just about being big, it's about being necessary. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. When economists compare wealth, they often use GDP, the total economic output of a country, as a benchmark. And in some comparisons, the net worth of the Walton family rivals or exceeds the economic output of smaller nations. Let that sink in. A single family, with wealth comparable to entire countries. And yet, most people couldn't name a single Walton off the top of their head. That's the paradox of their power. It's massive but quiet, visible yet overlooked, influential but rarely discussed. And while their business model may seem simple on the surface, sell cheap products at scale, the execution behind it is incredibly complex. Supply chains, pricing strategies, data analysis, global sourcing, logistics networks. These are the invisible systems that keep the machine running, a machine that never really stops. Because even while you're watching this, someone somewhere is shopping at Walmart. Another transaction, another contribution, another piece added to the empire. So the next time you walk into a Walmart, take a moment to think about what's really happening. You're not just buying a product. You're participating in one of the most powerful economic systems ever created. A system that turned a small-town idea into a global force. And at the center of it all is a family that mastered the art of building wealth without needing the spotlight. The Walton family didn't just build a company, they built a system the world uses every day, a system that keeps growing quietly, endlessly. And perhaps the most surprising part of all is that most people never even realize they're part of it.